Hey, what's up everybody, it's Alfaro here, and today I'm going to give you a complete swarm guide on how to play it and how to get the W. I'm going to show you gameplay and I'm going to give you commentary along the way on tips that I do, whether it's being a cleaner or a ridden. But before you get into swarm, you need to do two things. The first thing is to actually build a deck for swarm mode when you're a cleaner. And to do that, you press select, you go to decks, and you go to swarm decks. And you just click on create deck. Cards 1 through 5 is round 1. Cards 6 through 9, that's round 2. And then cards 10 through 13, that is round 3. So bam, you have your round 1 card, round 2 cards, and round 3 cards. Now 14 and 15 are special because if you go around with the toolkit and you find a mini crate and you open it, you have a chance for the cards that you pick up in that intel card folder to be either 14, 15, or any card in your deck. But usually for me, it's 14 and 15. And it all depends on which round you get the intel cards in and how many cards you've already selected. Now, when you create a deck, you have to build it around the playstyle that you plan on playing. Usually 1 through 5, I usually worry about is like move speed and a little bit of damage. And then cards 6 through 9, I usually do a 2-2 rule. And what that means is 2 cards do damage, 2 cards do healing. Then I apply that same rule on 10 through 13. You got to know, in round 1, usually that's when the special ridden aren't really powerful. You know, they're just starting out. People are just buying mutation points. You know, they're just buffing up. Round 2, which is cards 6 through 9, is usually when they're upgraded. And this is where you need more damage and you need more health to stay alive. And then 10 through 13, you definitely need the damage and you definitely need to stay alive. And 14 and 15 can really be, you know, any cards you want. It can be damage, healing, whatever you want really, because it's all based on how you're going to play. So here are 11 cards that are really good to use in my opinion. So you got Hellfire, Shredder, Ridden Slayer, Patient Hunter, Mark for Death, Face Your Fears, Bomb Squad, Vitamins, Battle Lust, Fanny Pack, and Grenade Pouch. Now, Battle Lust is a good card if you're meleeing, but if you're not meleeing, you really don't have to rock it. Bomb Squad is a must in any deck because when it comes to exploding barrels or propane tanks or just throwing grenades and pipe bombs in general, Bomb Squad is the way. Now, all the other cards are self-explanatory when it comes to damage or getting more health. It all depends on how you want to play and how you build your deck. Now, on to the second thing you need to do, which is you need to know how to play as a special ridden. And to do that, you go to Fort Hope and you come to the practice area. And you can go to this sign and click practice as ridden when you go on the sign, or you can click start and just put practice as ridden. Now this shows you all the special ridden that you can choose from. You can choose any of them you want. So for this example, I'm going to choose the Wretch. In order to get mutation points in Swarm, you have to do damage. So the more you do damage, the more points you get. And after you get those points, in order to spend those points, you have to go to upgrades. And here is where, you know, you will spend all your points. Now, if I want to be Wretch the whole game, I would stay in the Reeker column. I wouldn't buy stuff for Stinger if I'm not playing as a Stinger. You know what I'm saying? I will stay in the Wretch column. And I have 100 to spend. Now, before you spend, you might want to know, you know, what's the next upgrade after I spend 50 on Plus Charge. Well, if I click Toggle Upgrade Path, which is X on PC, I can see, you know, what's next. So obviously, after I level this up from charge deals 10 damage and applies pus covered, the next level is pus covered deals 2 damage per second. So I know what I'm spending my cash on, you know. It's not like I'm going in there blind. And, you know, you can see for each category what the upgrade path is. And this is very helpful so you can plan ahead when you have mutation points. The only thing this doesn't show is the common category, and that's where you can upgrade your common and make them stronger, faster, be blighted, but I'll show you that in the swarm gameplay. So another thing you can do is instead of having to spend points individually when you're practicing, you can instantly max out your special ridden by going to practice option and clicking max team mutation trees. See how I just maxed it out? So now, if I wanted to become a Reeker, I'm a maxed out Reeker. And you can tell because my hands are on fire. I have some type of ridden worms coming out of my forehead and my head. And you can pick any character really and just mess with it. You can also reset team mutation trees so that you're back to normal and you're not maxed out anymore. So you can actually see how much damage does. You see 50, 20. Now if I want to max out the tall boy and I do that same hit and it said 50, 20. Now watch this. 65, 26. Now I'm going to go into a swarm match solo and I'm going to give you raw gameplay and me commenting on it play by play on what I'm doing and what you should be doing as a cleaner and as a special ridden. I'm going in there solo, so I'm going to be relying on my teammates, but at times when they leave or if they're not good enough, I have to most importantly rely on myself. So here we are, our first map, and I'm going to play as a stinger for this map. So as you can see, when you start as a special ridden, you start with 50. And you have a lot of options to choose from when it comes to special ridden. I'm playing as a stinger, so obviously I'm going to choose from the stinger category. And I'm going to go with offense first. Now I have 0. Now, what you can do is if you have more points, you can either spend it on the stinger category or whichever category you're playing as. Or you can, dump some extra points into the common to, make them stronger. You see, they have their own path too. This is one thing you cannot see when you're in the shooting range and you're practicing as a ridden. You can't see the common because you don't have any common to spawn. But this is basically, the section that you would hook it up if you want your common to be beefy and you want them to hurt and if you want them to be blighted, all that stuff. But I choose to, hook up my stinger first, and whichever extra mutation points I have, then I dump it in the common. So right now, we're going to follow, we're going to follow Holly. So I know she spawns with a stun gun because, that's her character. So let's see. She has 2 grenades. She picked up 2 grenades and she has bandages and she has a stun gun. So she's going to be a threat. But I'm going to look for the person that's by themselves. I'm going to try to hit them a little bit. And they're going to waste their heals. And then Holly wanted to throw that nade. I know because she cocked back her hand. And this person still hasn't healed yet. And they're getting hit hard. They look like they want to camp inside. This team is very separate. But you see, some people want to stay inside. Some people want to stay at the top. This guy's yellow. Yellow means that they're half. And now he's critical. You see he's red. So if I hit him one more time, he's down. Boom, he's down. Somebody's going to pick him up. I'm going to wait for the pickup. And I'm going to damage the extra. See, look. Now he's going to die again. He looked like he thought he was down for good. She just threw her nade. I don't know how many nades she has left. But look, she's chasing me now. Look, she wants to kill me. I'm not going to let her. That Evangelo has trauma damage. So if I hit him, this time he'll die. Boom. He's dead. Because he doesn't have an extra life. He already went down twice. You can get an extra life if you have a certain card, but fortunately, he wasn't using that card. If they have a defib, they can pick him up, but it doesn't look like this team is about that defib life.
Let me take care of it.
Look, she's chasing. She knows where I'm at, and she's the one that's challenging me the most. So, what I'm going to do is, look, she just got hit, and she used her stun gun to get out of it. So, while I have time, and they're camping in there, I'm going to buff all my stingers since I have 300 points. So now my stinger's going to hit even harder. And my points carry on to the next round. So once the tall boys get in there and start going crazy, we're in the money. But I don't know what they're afraid of. And this is when you rely on teammates, they don't know what they're doing. But right here, they're all focused on the tall boys, so now it's time for me to capitalize. I just downed 2. I died, but it's okay, because I downed 2. The rest of these guys should have been able to finish this. See, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Look at this. He's just hitting the wall. See, this is what happens, though, when you just play Swarm with people that you don't think they know what they're doing. You got to carry the team. So I'm going to get her first, because she seems like she knows what she's doing. And you want to take out the person that's their carry. See, I downed her and died in the process, but it's all good. Because these 2 are critical. He's down. This guy's going to get down easily. And if not, I'll finish it myself. And there you go. It's the first round in the books. I got 6 kills, 0, 1, 0. And they lasted 3 minutes and 31 seconds. That is a long time. Just saying, that's a long time. So here's a perfect example of a regular swarm game. Someone already left. So now when you play as a cleaner, you don't need your weapons or the copper because this is all common. And what you're going to pick up is green, which is uncommon, which is better. You know, sometimes they have attachments on them too. So always pick up guns from the next round. You know, don't keep guns from the previous round. It's really RNG on where these boxes spawn.
Alright, listen up. We got Ridden
Alright,
inbound,
so
and
I
you
want
need
a
to secure the
sniper.
area.
I'm looking for a sniper and a
We need
pistol.
to
That's
get
my
the
goal.
civilians out of the area. We're gonna need you and
Alright,
your
we got a
team to hold
Phoenix.
back
We're in the
Ridden
money.
until
But
everyone
you see
is
what I
out.
mean by the guns? Look, this one came with an attachment.
We've had reports of dangerous swarms
I need a
of insects.
pistol.
Could be some new
And I have
mutation.
no
You'd better keep
crates.
clear.
Hold up. I need to get some crates. I'm tripping.
We
Alright, so
pulled
the
back
ones with the
local
heart
defensive
symbol, that's
feedback.
usually
Their
healing. And the
equipment
one with
should
the
still be on
nades is
ground.
usually offensive items. So look, grenades, Molotov, pipe bombs. And then the one with the shield on it, that's usually defensive stuff like razor wire and stun guns. And unfortunately, I haven't found one yet, which is not good. But you know what? It's fine. Because it's over there. Dude, this is the one I was talking about with the shield. You usually find razor wire, stun guns, and you can find a flashbang in there. So your goal is, somebody's already down, is to clear the common, open the crates so that when you get to the crates, they're already open for you. And you'll be good. Right now it's going to be rough for me because I'm by myself. I don't want to go over there right now because they're stuck. But it's all good. I'm dealing with all the commons, so they shouldn't have an issue. Which is kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is.
I know.
I need help! Please! Need help here!
So let me pick up 2 bandages.
Fuck off me!
I'm gonna just chill over here. This guy wants to smoke. And it's fine. They're killing that guy. That's fine.
Cool people stuff, please. Get the early bird
This is what I mean by the carry. Like, either you're carrying or you're not. Heal up while I can. There's a stinger somewhere, and I know it because she was taking them out. So now I have to play this like I'm playing Nightmare mode, which is just juke the Ridden.
Damn you, Walker. We're a team.
See, now the stinger's gonna come through. I can hear it. But it's juke time, baby. They're gonna die by that car. See that car just explode? I'm gonna throw this.
In your face.
See, the thing about these Ridden is that they don't really die from that stuff. You gotta know your exits.
Covered in this shit.
Is that thing looking angrier, or is it just my imagination?
We got 30 seconds. I got 2 stun guns, so I should be fine. See, so far so good.
Stack.
And there we go. We clutched out the round. Just major jukes right there, even with a man down. And you see, I got 17 kills. He got 0. We got 3. And we're going against 4 people. So it's a struggle, you know.
You listened, you learned.
Swarm is rough, especially when you play by yourself, because, you know, you got to rely on teammates. And when you can't rely on them, you got to rely on yourself. Also, another thing to know is do not sprint between, you know, when the thing loads up to scavenge. Because if you sprint, you'll have a stamina bar. So look, right now I'm not going to sprint. And then when that timer goes down, I'm going to sprint. You're going to see I have unlimited sprint. So look, when I sprint, I have no stamina bar. That's just temporary, though. Don't get used to that. Sometimes they spawn in here, though. You got to watch out. All right, so we got healing, extra heals in here. Got extra nades in here. So before we start, I'm going to start with this.
This is going to be messy.
Unfortunately, this is not auto. I love my auto.
I'm sorry. Did that ruin your day?
I don't know what that guy's doing down there, to be honest. I'm trying to deal with the common so that I can start running after the special. Usually you shouldn't have your sniper dealing with the common, but of course these guys are random, so they're not gonna actually do anything. I just missed both shots. See, you're not perfect, I just missed 3. See, if you want to pick someone up ooh, hold up. That. I'm not gonna pick him up yet. He has vomit all over him. And now I got vomit on me.
No big deal. No big deal. Glad we've got the right people on the plane.
Almost
I gotta watch out for that stinger. She don't know what she's doing.
That's right.
You don't play stinger like that. This guy's going ham with the machete. Alright, so it's gonna be a little bit rough because
Doofus. Or someone really gets hurt.
these guys are just chilling right now.
Out of ammo.
And I don't have ammo on the SMG, so that's a problem.
After everything
This
we've
guy
been
just got
through,
down.
This to me.
That's another problem.
Cleaners left.
Let's get some SMG ammo. You know what? I can res him with this defense.
Walker's down. Explosion time.
Oh, I don't have no more nades. That was my last. That was my only one. Yikers. What am I getting stopped by?
Covered in this
Oh
shit.
well. Let me heal myself real quick. Let's see if I can take him out like this.
Getting new activity from the swarm.
Oh, he's blocking my entrance with the throw up. Alright, it's all good. Yeah, it's just rough, you know, when you don't have the things you want, and then when your teammates are not doing anything. So, you know, this is Swarm, though. This is a prime example of what you'll go through in Swarm. Now, the funny thing is, 2 of them on the other team just left. And that is hilarious, because now we have the upper hand. But either way, I'm going to clean these guys up. I'm going to try to make this fast. I don't really need these other 2 help. And you see they have 400, around 400 mutation points each, my teammates. So they're definitely not spending their points. But I don't need them. There you go. They only lasted 32 seconds. But yeah, that's a GG. And that's how you get an easy W in Swarm. Unfortunately, it wasn't a 4v4 the whole way. But, you know, we got the W either way. Because no matter what, when you play Swarm, everything is going to be RNG. The guns you get, the items you get, and the teammates you get. If you learned anything in this video about Swarm or any new tips you didn't know before, let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. This is Alfaro, signing out.